another reminder that the Democrat Party and woke corporations think black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to have a photo ID to vote. Hello once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you are thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rumbling this video, commenting on this video, and of course sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly hate my guts. And for me, that's like badge of honor. I just want to say, man, I shot 4 videos yesterday. This is my second one today. I mean, things are just coming fast and furious, man. Like, fast and furious. It's like, Trump is, I mean, can you even believe this pace? I am so here for it. He realizes, look, I got 4 years, and we're gonna chock full these 4 years with exposure of the deep state, justice for these people that have destroyed this country, and major reforms throughout the government. And he's like, that's what I'm doing. And it's not out of ego. It's out of deep love for this country. And that's what people on the left don't seem to understand. Is that, is he, I mean, like any great leader, of course, he probably has a touch of narcissism. But I do not think that his narcissistic traits translate into malignant narcissism. I think what he's doing is pure. I really honestly do. I think he watched this country go to hell for decades and decades, and he finally was just like, I gotta step up and do something. Anyway, I think we'll find all that out in time. Certainly, as his term comes to an end and biographers are in there talking to him, I think that's what we're going to come to find out. And I think we're also going to come to find out that people urged him, people behind the scenes in government, in the military, urged him, please, you got to do this. Like, this is going to hell. So, anyway, let's discuss the turnaround, the incredible turnaround with these tariffs. So, all the leftists are freaking out about the tariffs, of course, and how can't have these tariffs, going to be terrible, blah, 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 blah. Trump's like, well, no, I'm going to tariff the hell out of you. Let's give the teacher killing plastic straw to Justin Trudeau and Claudia Sheinbaum, and how they just retreated immediately. Just, it was beautiful. It was so good. Okay. All right. So obviously, Trump is a master negotiator. And, you know, anyone could learn from this guy, The Art of the Deal. He wrote the book, The Art of the Deal. And he basically is like, you know, you ask for an outlandish thing, and then you negotiate down to what you actually want. Which, you know, he's talking about taking over Canada. He's talking about taking over Greenland. All these things are outlandish things, right? And people are having meltdowns over it. But what is Greenland now doing? Greenland is, you know, signaling that they want their independence from Denmark. And I think that when that happens, they're going to form a strategic alliance with us. Now, whether or not they become a U.S. territory, that remains to be seen. But it's possible that they could, like a Puerto Rico or Virgin Islands or something like that. Just have, you know, a state-light type of relationship. Canada, obviously, we're not going to be taking over Canada. We're not going to be making Canada the 51st state. That is hyperbole. That is Trump being Trump. But what he is doing is he's putting Trudeau on notice, and he's putting Mexico on notice. There's Claudia Sheinbaum lady who's like this, you know, leftist shell. Claudia Sheinbaum, who made, you know, both she and Trudeau talking big and bad about how they're not going to be succumbing to what Trump wants, and they're not going to be dictated to by Donald Trump. And it's like, well, actually you are. So Trump threatened tariffs on both these countries. And I think it was a 25% tariff on both, or maybe it was a 10%, I'm not sure. But at the last minute, and the reason he was threatening the tariffs is because of the unfair trade deals that we had with both countries. But also, he wants them to secure their borders, their borders with us. And that means putting military on the border. That means using drones and other safety measures to stop the flow of fentanyl, to stop the flow of illegal aliens into America on the northern and the southern border. So, at the last minute, both Sheinbaum and Trudeau, of course, caved. And the left does not know how to handle this. They don't know how to handle it. They're walking around going, oh, well, there was already troops on the border. Really? Then why have we seen the surge of illegal immigration that we saw over the last 4 years? Why is it that when you look at a chart of illegal immigration from Obama to Bush, Obama to Biden, there's this one little 4-year period where there's like a major decrease in immigration, and then weirdly enough, it just completely spikes up for 4 years. Oh, that's right, it was the Trump administration. That tiny respite of history where we saw illegal immigration slow. Now, did it slow to the crawl that it's going to be slowing to now? Where Tom Homan is like, yeah, 93%. We're down 93% of illegal border crossings. The word is getting out that we're going to deport you, so don't even come in the first place. I think what we're going to come to find when we look back on this period is that negotiation tactics with other countries are incredibly effective to get what you want. And Trump was like basically saying to Mexico, listen, you're either going to be our partner in getting rid of the illegal alien scourge, or you're going to be our enemy. And you're either going to be our partner in getting rid of the cartels and designating them as terrorists, or you're going to be our enemy in this, and we're going to come after you too. That's what's going on behind the scenes. I think Trump is very astute in Claudia Sheinbaum's alleged ties to many cartel organizations, and the fact that perhaps that she looks the other way. I mean, anybody who's the president of Mexico has to look the other way. But this lady especially, there's a lot of rumblings that she has quite a few cartel ties, and that maybe the cartels helped put her in office, which, again, if you've seen Narcos Mexico, there is a scene in Narcos Mexico, and this is how I knew. This is before the 2020 election. In Narcos Mexico, there is a scene from the early 80s of them. There was an election in Mexico, and you could see that they were switching votes on the computer. Okay? So we know that this is something that's been done. We know that these are things that are nothing new. And certainly people in Latin America, when they saw what happened in 2020 with everything shutting down and all the things they did, they realized that they were sounding the alarm. They're like, the machines are switching votes. Like, that's what's happening. Because they did it here. Anyway, so Sheinbaum is a leftist. She's got the backing of the cartels. And now all of a sudden, because Trump's like, we're going to be slapping a 25% tariff on you, she helped too. And she's now going to be putting troops on the Mexican border with the United States. And what else is so funny, you guys? I was telling Fred, I said, OMG, the Mexicans are now having to welcome in all the asylum seekers that are fleeing the United States, that are self-deporting. So all the illegals are starting to realize we better start self-deporting. They're literally going into Mexico and they're seeking asylum in Mexico. I mean, could it be more perfect? And they're basically saying, yeah, we just need asylum here because, I mean, I know we live in Haiti. I know we're from Haiti, but, we need asylum here. And it's hilarious because, like, now, what's Mexico going to do? What is Mexico going to do? I'll tell you what Mexico is going to do. If this lady was smart, she would start deporting them all back to their home countries. I mean, I think that's what's going to happen. I think the Mexican people are going to be like, we don't want these people here. Like, it's going to be quite a cascading event where they start self-deporting here and then they go to Mexico, or maybe they'll go to Canada. And you watch Trudeau start deporting these people immediately, getting them out of his country. It's only America that gets to have a dump taken on us on a continual basis. The other countries have an immigration system, and they have a series of laws where if you break the law, you're not going to be in their country. But not America. For the longest time, of course, we were the breeding ground for whatever third world filth wanted to team over our border, and people that don't want to assimilate, and people that hate our culture and wave foreign flags, which is what they're doing now, which, on a side note, these people are not very intelligent, okay? I mean, we know that. They're illegal aliens. They're not that smart. They have no desire to assimilate. They have no desire to do it the right way. They have no desire to follow our laws. They are criminals, first and foremost. And then the fact that they are literally waving the flags of other countries, Mexico, Haiti, whatever, in these ridiculous protests that are shutting down freeways is wild to me. If they had any kind of a common sense perspective, a common sense approach, they would be waving the American flag. They'd be like, we want to stay. They would be peaceful. They wouldn't be accosting cars and shutting down freeways. They wouldn't be doing any of the things that we are seeing. But because they are funded by left-wing NGOs, which Donald Trump and Elon Musk will be cutting the head off that snake, that's what they're doing. They're not smart. Anyway, back to this whole tariff thing. It's a great negotiating tactic. And Trudeau talked a big game about how he wasn't going to do it either, but now he's putting troops on his border and he's allotting like 1.2 billion in border security on our northern border. It's like, this is how it's done. This BS of, oh, we can't secure the border. People want to come, like Joe Biden was saying for 4 years, is a bunch of crap. Because other countries secure their borders, and now America is going to be securing ours. You guys, it's going to be like when we were kids. It really is. Like these little pockets of like little Mexico or neighborhoods that look like third world hellholes, that's going to come to an end. It's going to take time, but that's going to come to an end. Your classrooms being overrun by kids who don't speak English, and the entitlement that right there has, that their parents who break into our country and then have the stones to take taxpayer money to live here and put their kids into your schools, that's coming to an end too. Y'all, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. So Trump gave him 30 days. 30 days to get it together, get these troops on the border, or the tariffs are coming on. Like, do it. Try me. Like, it's so... We are so back. I love it. All right, that's our latest video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thy will be done. Bye.